What's going on, guys? I'm doing something different. Instead of cooking dinner, I am making stuff for breakfast for tomorrow morning, just so that way I have it completely done. I'm looking at this video. Let me flip this real quick. It's not the side I normally have it on, just in case. Nope. My bad. It's on the opposite side. I didn't notice till right then. Okay, chia seed pudding. It's really easy. So I usually do one of three things for breakfast. What's up, Sean? How's it going? Perry, good evening. My breakfast of choice is either a smoothie, because they're like super fast and I can throw whatever I want in there, or eggs, some type of meat, avocado, spinach, vegetables, something like that, or chia seed pudding. But chia seed pudding I do have to make in the night before in order for it to like come out to the right consistency, because otherwise the chia seeds are hard. So these are chia seeds. I use the wide mouth ball jars. I guess you could do smaller serving size, but I like a bigger breakfast, and then I do like a small lunch and then a big dinner. So I do quite a bit. So I'm gonna use a 1/4 cup, which that's gonna swell like massively and fill that whole container. So I just have a dry measuring cup here, fill it to a 1/4 cup, and I just dump it right in the jar. Nice and easy. And then we're done with those. And then I use coconut milk for the majority of it. I end up adding like a little bit of, you can add a little water. You can use any kind of milk that you want. It's just, I really like the fat in the coconut milk. And you have to stir it really, or shake the can really well before you open it. I've made that mistake. So this one is, what is this? Standard size. Okay, that's not very standard. 13.66 fluid ounces. So I'm just gonna pour it half into half. And there's gonna be clumps. That's just the coconut milk. It's not a big deal. Okay, that was very not half and half, but that's okay. Let's figure it out right here. So that's about half in each one. And then I'm gonna fill this can up with some water. My fridge is right here, so I can easily just throw this right in there. And then it gets a little extra of the coconut stuff out. So I fill it almost to the full line. I'm gonna add some other stuff too. And I just have like the mixed berries. These are from Sam's Club. I like the Costco ones a little bit better because they have like the wild blueberries and stuff in there. But these ones have like blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries. So I'm gonna use the same little 1/4 cup. And really, like, you can't go wrong. You can do as many as you want. I'm gonna do a couple scoops of that. I'll usually use fresh also, but right now this is what I have, so these are just what I'm gonna use. And I need to get them used up, because these are like a huge, giant, these are giant bags. So it's like you can only do so many things. I don't really like berries in smoothies so much because they, of all the seeds. So I'd rather like chew and eat them regular. Okay, I don't add any sweetener to this. Even the coconut milk is unsweetened, and this is just the Thai Kitchen coconut milk. Sorry that that's flipped backwards, but non-dairy alternative, non-GMO, gluten-free verified, and there are 12 grams of fat for this, and then less than 1 gram of sugar. So it only turns out to be like 2 carbs. And then there's less than 1 gram of protein in here. And then on the coconut, or the chia seeds, there's 3 grams of protein, 5 grams of carbs. It's also 5 grams of fiber. So women, men, you have to get your fiber. It's so important, especially as we get older. Systems just don't work as fast, so the more places that you can throw fiber in, the better. These blueberries are packed with it also. So these have 3 grams of fat as far as the chia seed, and then 5 grams of carbs, which are all fiber, which is great. And then these ones over here have 1 gram of fat, 1 gram of protein, and there's 0 added sugar, but there's 19 grams of carbs. And the way that you look at that is you want to look at the total carbohydrate, and then you look underneath and it gives you dietary fiber as 7 grams, and then total sugars, which are natural sugars, are 11 grams. It's kind of high on the carbohydrate for what I like to do first thing in the morning, but since there is so much fiber in there and I'm not using any other sweeteners, I'll go with it. So now the next, and this is the most important part of everything, I probably should have done this right away, is you have to like stir the crap out of it. It does not work if you try to shake it. I've made that mistake before, just trying to shake it. It never works. So what happens is, if you've never had chia seed anything before, is that like each chia seed gets almost like a coagulation around the outside of it, so it turns like gelatin, like it's like the consistency of maybe yogurt by the time that it's done. It has no real flavor. That's why like I add the berries, because the berries give it its own flavor. But if I were to just shake it, then I would end up with giant clumps of the chia seeds. So I want to get in here and mix it up as much as possible, and then I can always shake it at the end. If you're going to add sweetener, now's the time to do that, because once it sits overnight in the fridge, which is where this is going to go next, once it sits overnight in the fridge, there's no real, like it doesn't mix as easy because it gets like kind of firm. And I'll post tomorrow a picture, maybe a video, showing you guys like what the consistency looks like. But this turns out to be a nice fatty, relatively low protein. So if you wanted to have something on the side, like you could do eggs, you could do a protein shake, you could do something else as well, but I'm just gonna have it by itself because I'm looking for a lot of fats, especially first thing in the morning. So give me a like if you guys eat breakfast. Give me some hearts if you've had chia seed pudding before. And I would love if you guys have a chia seed pudding recipe that you really like. You can link it down below. That would be awesome. And I'll try it out, and then, you know, I'll try it with you guys if you would like. All right, so those are mixed up nice and good. All I have to do is throw the lids on, and that just, usually it goes a lot faster than I'm like blabbering over here too. They usually, maybe like 5 minutes, I would say. And they keep for about, I don't know, 3 days in the fridge. They usually don't last long, because like even Ronan tonight was like, oh, I want one of those in the morning. So that'll probably last him 2 days, because it's kind of a big thing of it. But all of that is gonna turn firm. So if I were to like shake it tomorrow morning, it's not even gonna move. It's gonna be more solid. So hope you guys are having a good evening. Hope you have your breakfast ready to go for tomorrow morning and everything else. Do yourself a favor. Set your shit out ahead of time, because nobody likes to do a lot of thinking in the morning. It's so much easier if you're just on autopilot. So pull your clothes out, get your